I'm Steph Hodge with Board Game Geek here with Corey Koneska from Fantasy Flight Games, and we are looking at Arkham Horror, the 3rd edition.
3rd edition, right?
Wow, it's gorgeous. So, what is Arkham Horror?
I mean, Arkham Horror is one of the most successful games that we've done as a company. It's our definitive cooperative horror game.
Fight all the baddies.
Yeah,
Yes.
Fight all the baddies, close gates.
Close those gates.
And it's been 13 years since
Wow.
we've released
Time for
Arkham
a 3rd
Horror.
edition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. So, are there any changes?
Yes. No, it's exactly the same.
Exactly the same. We're done here.
Of course not. 3rd edition does a lot of really cool things.
Excellent.
The most obvious thing is first visually, you'll notice
totally
the board
different.
is very different. Now
Totally different.
this is just our Gen Con prototype. It's not the final thing. There's a mat.
It's just a mat, yeah.
But normally these are tiles. So
Okay.
we took all of the neighborhoods off of the Arkham Horror board,
wow.
made them individual tiles, and all the streets become the connectors in between them.
Okay, cool.
And what this allows us to do, besides looking awesome and getting a very personal look at all the different locations, is that each ancient one kind of has a different setup. They're going to use different tiles. They'll focus on different parts of Arkham. If you're fighting against someone that has lots of, aquatic creatures, maybe you'll have some more seaside locations, ones by the river and whatnot. And so each map is going to be unique.
Gotcha.
We also,
Modular.
beyond the visuals of it, there are a lot of great modernizations of the game.
Yeah, it's totally updated.
I think the designer Nikki did a great job of really bringing the story to the forefront. So at the start of the game, you don't know exactly how to win. You know that, hey, Azathoth is approaching. What does that mean? How do we stop him? Well, it's going to start with some investigating. And so you're going to start with some cards in play. And he brings into play cards 2 and 3. So 2 just tells you that, yeah, these weird anomalies are going to start opening on the board. They're basically gates that are opening to different points in time. And Deja Vu here tells you what your goal is, which is, hey, we need to research and figure out how to stop this. As you complete these goals, or as you fail these goals, you're going to get new objectives into play, and the story is going to branch out in different directions.
Yeah.
My favorite one is if you're playing against Yog-Sothoth. At the beginning of the game, they say, hey, do you want to help the Silver Twilight Lodge? Like, join up with them? And you can say, sure, I want to. And that'll lead you in one direction. Halfway through the scenario, you're like, it seems like they're messing with things they shouldn't be messing with. I don't know if you should be with them. Do you want to stay with the Silver Twilight? And you can say you do or you don't. And once again, that's going to kind of branch in different directions. There's a bunch of different endings that you can find depending upon the choices you make and your success rate.
Of course, the art is amazing.
Yes. So, I mean, for those unaware of what Arkham Horror is, you're controlling investigators in the town of Arkham, Massachusetts.
Yes.
And you're investigating these strange things going on.
Happenings.
It's always connected to one of the ancient ones, for those familiar with Lovecraftian lore. And you're going to be traveling around the board. You're going to be having little stories as you go to locations. Some of these stories are going to be like, hey, I'm in the Merchant District. And we're going to have a little story of what happened at the river docks. You'll do skill tests and roll dice and stuff.
Yes.
But there's also a deck of, I believe it's this one, a research deck, which each scenario has its own research deck. And these cards will occasionally get shuffled into those decks.
Yeah, so they might come up.
And they come up and they're going to give you very specific things to say to one. They're going to be ways that you can find clues about how to stop these things from happening.
Yes.
They're really doubling down on the theme this time around.
Yeah. No, that sounds wonderful. And I love that it's all modular, really.
Yeah.
That is really cool. So, endless possibilities.
Endless. Sure. Endless.
Excellent. And this is going to be available when?
Q4 of this year.
So coming out soon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's something to look forward to.
It's close.
Yes, and that is Arkham Horror, the 3rd edition. And this is Corey. Thank you so much, Corey.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.